drumming, chanting. Hundreds of Canadians took to the street in downtown Ottawa on October 27th. The issue?
It's too expensive, and somebody choice. You don't pay medicament or food.
She means affordable housing. This demonstration is only one of many in the past few weeks surrounding the October 19th Red Tent Canada Day of Action. Demonstrators across Canada are hoping to bring attention to what they say is a national housing crisis. Carrie Monvan marched with the protesters. She says the housing situation is worse than you can see.
Most people, when they think of housing issues, they think of the people that they see on the streets, and clearly we need to meet those people's needs as well. But there's a lot of people who live in friends' living rooms and who stay with their parents because they have nowhere else to go.
NDP MP Libby Davies has introduced Private Members Bill C-304 that would compel the federal government to sit down with all levels of government, as well as Aboriginal groups, to hammer out a national housing strategy.
This bill says that the federal government has to take the leadership in bringing together the players and creating a plan that is transparent, that is doable, that has real targets, and that we can actually deliver on it, that we can actually then begin to develop affordable housing in this country.
Currently, the federal government is putting some housing money on the table, and it's up to the provinces to distribute it. But the situation is a mixed bag, as some provinces are doing better than the others. Improvement can come in different ways, and Bill C-304 is not the only option. And one of the options is available right now. Cooperative housing means people collectively own neighborhoods, paying less than market rate rent. This co-op housing expert says these programs are underfunded.
What I'd far rather see is the government look at the money that it's got on the table for housing right now and look at using that money to achieve specific reductions in housing need. That to me is all the strategy you really need.
In this co-op housing neighborhood in Ottawa, a single mom lives in the basement of her house. For her, even co-op housing is too expensive. She has to rent out 2 bedrooms to afford her bills. But that's not the only compromise she has to make.
Quality of life is lower, clothing I have to shop at, like Value Village. I just think we need more affordable housing.
Davies says she sees the importance of helping people like Thorstensen, and help can come in many ways. But she says her bill is a step in the right direction for a national discussion.
Yes, there are many options, but it needs the catalyst to make it come forward, and that's what this bill is.
The bill is supported by the opposition MPs in the House of Commons and will soon be voted upon. If it passes, the Senate will be next. Meanwhile, Thorstensen keeps hoping to finally afford a home of her own. For Capital News Online, I'm Renee Wei.